Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to College Park Center at UT Arlington. Please take this time to silence any electronic devices you have. In the event of an emergency, the College Park Center ushers and staff will provide direction and assistance. We ask for your full cooperation. Again, welcome to College Park Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the university faculty and the degree candidates, as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs for the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby call this commencement ceremony to order. Will everyone rise for the entrance of the national colors by the University of Texas at Arlington Corps of Cadets, to be followed by the singing of the national anthem by Lillian Bailey. Gentlemen, will you join me in removing your hats?
Ready, move. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Color guard, halt. Right, base. Present, colors. Outward, face. Forward, march. Left, 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 right. March time, march. Left. Color guard, halt. Center, face. Post. Colors. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. Right, face. Forward, march. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Left. Forward, march. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right.
Please be seated. I now call upon Dean Peter Crouch to preside over today's ceremony.
So, good afternoon, honored guests, faculty, friends, families, and graduates. I am pleased to welcome you to the Fall 2017 Commencement Ceremony for the College of Engineering. Joining us in the stage party this afternoon are President of the University of Texas at Arlington, Dr. Vistav Kabari, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Tek Lim, Senior Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Dr. Lynn Peterson, Associate Dean for Graduate Studies, Dr. Eric Jones, Interim Dean of the College of Business, Dr. Chandra Subramanian. Our speaker today, CEO of Forterra, Mr. Jeff Bradley, Vice President for Student Affairs, Mrs. Lisa Nagy, Associate Dean for Research, Dr. Anand Pupala, Chair of Bioengineering, Dr. Michael Cho, Chair of Civil Engineering, Dr. Ali Abumali, Chair of Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. Hong Jian, Associate Chair of Electrical Engineering, Dr. Sun-Young Jung, Chair of Industrial Manufacturing and Systems Engineering, Dr. Paul Combination, Chair of Materials Science and Engineering, Dr. Statis Maletus, Chair of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering, Dr. Arian Armanios, Vice President for Research, Dr. Dwayne Demos, and Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, and our announcer today, Dr. Carter Tiernan. I would like to thank Dr. Tim Ishii, Associate Chair, Department of Music and UTA Jazz Orchestra, for their performance in today's ceremony. There is also a very important group who helped each graduate reach this milestone, members of the faculty. These dedicated professors have provided you with valuable classroom instruction and have shaped your intellectual growth in labs, in the field, and in the community. They have served as teachers, mentors, and role models, collaborating with you in the pursuit of academic achievement and preparation for what lies ahead, be it further study, entry into the educated workforce, or some other post-commencement adventure. Would the faculty please rise and be recognized? I am happy to see so many of you here today with your proud families and friends looking on. Congratulations on your achievement. More than almost any other profession, engineers have the ability to literally change the world, and this ability, this responsibility, is now yours. In North Texas alone, we have the opportunity to help develop sustainable living situation by developing secure water supplies, developing energy-efficient transportation systems, deploying the components of smart cities, recycling and remanufacturing, build a diversified economy through new and emerging technological opportunities, and our own contributions to the growth of innovation and entrepreneurship in the region. Assist our medical and healthcare colleagues in developing better medical devices and healthcare delivery systems. Mitigate and respond to the effects of natural disasters. Our college is expanding its reach in the state, the nation, around the world. Our alumni are entrepreneurs and leaders in the field are making contributions to the community. We are engineering the future of North Texas. Be proud of the UT education that you got to this point. We have helped you get a foothold into this exciting profession. Remember to your best to excel and push forward the frontiers of this profession. As you sit here today, ready to cross the stage and then go out into the world, I ask that you do something for me. Wherever your career may take you, be a champion for your alma mater. Speak up in support of us. Be proud of where you came from. Stay connected and be a resource to the future generations of UT engineering students as they seek guidance and a job. Show our community that we are the College of Engineering in North Texas and can encourage others to learn more about us. Congratulations and good luck. So now I have the honor of introducing our speaker today, Mr. Jeff Bradley. He is the CEO of Forterra, a $1.5 billion company, which is a leading manufacturer of pipe and precast products focusing on water-related infrastructure applications and based here in Irving, Texas. Mr. Bradley joined Forterra in August 2015, and under his leadership in Forterra's first year, the company acquired 5 additional companies in an effort to expand and strengthen their US footprint. In his second year, he has made an immeasurable difference in his leadership and in creating a company culture that reflects commitment to its community while also enabling its employees to work together successfully. Forterra is leading its industry and continues to be active in shaping its future. As CEO, Mr. Bradley leads an organization of over 5,000 employees and across 70 North American plants and offices. He joined the company from a publicly traded global specialty metals, where he served as Chief Executive Officer from 2008 to 2015. GSM is the world's leading producer of silicon metal and silicon-based alloys. While at GSM, he successfully led the company's initial public offering and helped arrange GSM's merger with Grupo Ferro-Atlantica. From 2005 to 2008, he served as Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Claymont Steel, the country's leading custom state plate producer. While at Claymont, he led a successful initial public offering and rebuilt the executive and senior level management teams while leading one of the largest capital investment programs in the company's history. Prior to Claymont Steel, Mr. Bradley held numerous key roles at Worthington Industry in sales, investor relations, general management, and business development. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jeff Bradley.
Good afternoon, class of 2017, and congratulations on this incredible achievement. I'm really honored to be here and share this important event with all of you and your friends and your family. Graduating from this great university is something you have worked for, you've worked hard to achieve, something you should be very proud of and make the best of, and something no one can ever take away from you. My goal today is to leave each of you with at least something to remember that might make a difference in your life. The theme of my comments today is simply, you can do anything, no matter what you have, or where you're from, or who you are. Let me start by saying, all of you have so much ahead of you. What an incredible time to be young and entering the workforce. You're probably sitting there saying to yourself, how much can there really be? Think about this. When I got out of college, there were no cell phones, no laptops, no social media, nothing was wireless, no internet. Can you guys imagine what your life would be like without the internet and a cell phone? Now I'll give you something else to think about. 35 years from now, what exciting and cool new stuff will be a part of everyday life that hasn't been invented or discovered yet, that people will not be able to live without? And you have the opportunity to make a difference. Not only shape your future, but shape the future for everyone else. First of all, who gets the credit for actually inventing and developing and perfecting all this cool stuff that we take for granted? And the even cooler stuff that has yet to be developed? Engineers. I'll bet anything, at least one of you, and I'm sure more, will give a commencement address in your lifetime because you will have achieved something out of the ordinary. By the way, there have been a bunch of pretty accomplished people from the university that probably never dreamed they would have ended up where they did when they were sitting in your seats. Anyone here ever heard of a guy named Alan Bean? The younger people, I'm sure some of the older people have. I bet when he was getting his degree, if someone would have told him he was going to walk on the moon one day, he would have said they were crazy. Alan was the fourth guy in the world to walk on the moon. And by the way, he graduated with an engineering degree from UT. You all know the more famous guy who actually started up a business when he was here. He's one of the richest guys in the world now, Michael Dell. And then there's a guy by the name of Don Thomas. Don entered UT from a small high school, graduating with only 14 other students. He graduated from UT with an engineering degree, and when he was in your shoes, he probably never dreamed he'd win the Nobel Prize in medicine. When I graduated from college and entered the workforce, not only was I broke, I had loans to pay off. And for those of you that are thinking to yourself, I'm in the same boat, don't worry about it. You will always have this security blanket that no one can take away, called an engineering degree from one of the greatest universities in the country. You'll be just fine. My first job was selling water and drainage piping products in Baltimore for a very small supply business. I never imagined in my wildest dreams that I would be running the largest producer in North America of those same water and drainage pipe products. And on top of that, addressing the 2017 engineering class at UT. So you're probably saying to yourself, how'd you do it, Jeff? Simple answer. I've always strived to be the best at everything I do. Whether it's a project at work, a simple email, being a good father and husband, and the list goes on. I haven't always gotten the results I wanted, but I've always tried to do and be the best at whatever I set my sights on. I tell people to strive for excellence in everything you do. One of my favorite quotes is from Henry Royce, one of the founders of Rolls-Royce. Henry said, strive for perfection in everything. Take the best that exists and make it better. If it doesn't exist, create it. Accept nothing nearly right or good enough. And this is how I tried to lead my life and my career. When I was coming up through the ranks in business, if my boss asked for something to be completed on Tuesday, I tried to give it to him Monday. If he asked for it at 8 o'clock, I tried to give it to him at 7 o'clock. My goal has always been to try and exceed expectations and try to do whatever is asked of me better than anyone else. I've never been a status quo guy, and it worked. Sure, I've had mistakes, but I've learned from them. You will quickly forget a success, but not a mistake. Learn from them, pick yourself up, and move on. But this drive to excel must be coupled with values. And values have to be a part of who you are and how you live your life. Values like honesty and integrity, trust, just to name a few. There are many more. These are also key ingredients of success. These values are easy, yet not always followed. You must practice each of them to increase your chances of success in life. And let me be clear, success comes in so many different forms. And I can't stress enough that success is not always measured merely in dollars. I have an incredible wife, Rose, who is here with me today, and without her, I could have never accomplished all that I did. Our country and the world have a lot of issues, but I'm an optimist. And believe me, there's so much to be excited about. For one, we live in the greatest country in the world. Focus on the positive. And as Rose and I have tried to instill in our kids and grandkids, always be nice to people and be honest. I look at life like a book. When you finish a chapter, you move on to the next one. You all have just finished a really important chapter of your book and your life. You have so many more to go. Make the best of them. Go out there and use what you have learned here to make the world a better place. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This has been one of the great honors of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bradley, for those inspiring words. And now we begin the awarding of the degrees. Many candidates are wearing cords, stoles, and medallions to signify their accomplishments and achievements. Some include a triple orange, blue, and white cord indicating cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. Additionally, those bachelor's graduates who are wearing red cords have completed an internship or co-op, and those wearing purple cords have participated in undergraduate research during their studies at UT Arlington. It is our pleasure to first recognize the candidates receiving doctoral degrees. Candidates, please rise and begin coming forward. I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their graduate studies committees and graduate assembly. At this time, I ask the faculty members who will be hooding students for the doctoral degree to please watch for their students and come forward to place the hood when the student's name is called.
Felipe Alves Monte, PhD, Biomedical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Pranesh Aswath. Jinlong Wang, PhD, Biomedical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Han Li Lu. Manaz Mustafazada, PhD in Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Ali Abamali. Asif Ahmed, PhD, Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Sahadat Hossain. Joubert bin Alam, PhD, Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Sahadat Hossain. Mohammed Faisal, PhD, Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Sahadat Hossain. Saeed Janbaz, PhD, Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Mohammed Najafi. Marjan Shahrukh, Esfahani, PhD, Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Mohammed Najafi. Hamida Habibi, PhD, Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Dongjun Xiao. Chatchai Jiansen Lapada Marong, PhD, Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Shi-Ho Chow. Mina Riyad, PhD, Civil Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Noor Yazdani. Abulfaz Asuda, PhD, Computer Science, Supervising Professor, Dr. Gautam Das. He's being hooded today by Dr. Hong Jiang. Sean Norman Geiser, PhD, Computer Science, Supervising Professor, Dr. Philia Macedon. He's being hooded today by Dr. Hong Jiang. Azadeh Naze, PhD, Computer Science, Supervising Professor, Dr. Gautam Das. She's being hooded today by Dr. Hong Jiang. Habibur Rahman, PhD, Computer Science, Supervising Professor, Dr. Gautam Das. He's being hooded by Dr. Zhang. Madhuri Debnath, PhD, Computer Science, Supervising Professor, Dr. Ramez Al-Masri. Rasul Fakur, PhD, Computer Science, Supervising Professor, Dr. Manfred Huber. Min Kwang Wen, PhD, Computer Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Hao Che. Alex Fannin, PhD, Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Robert Magnuson. He's being hooded today by Dr. Sung Young Jun. Mohammed Razul Hassan, PhD, Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Samir Iqbal. Nuzat Mansour, PhD, Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Samir Iqbal. Omar Ali Beg, PhD in Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Ali Davudi. Bahari Q. Marcy, PhD, Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Frank Lewis. Shichia Liu, PhD, Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Wei Dong Zhao. Yonghao Liu, PhD, Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professors, Dr. Wei Dong Zhao and Dr. Yuz Alice Sun. Longwei Wang, PhD, Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Gillian Lang. Ganlin Zhao, PhD, Electrical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Gillian Yang. Holly Elizabeth Lane, PhD, Industrial Engineering, Supervising Professors, Dr. Jamie Rogers and Dr. Carter Tiernan. Ahmad Nahas, PhD, Industrial Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Bill Corley. Golsa Mortazavi, PhD, Material Science and Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Statis Miletis. Zi Wei, PhD, Material Science and Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Fuqiang Liu. She's being hooded by Dr. Statis Miletis. Minghu Zhang, PhD, Material Science and Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Statis Miletis. Vinay Sharma, PhD in Material Science and Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Pranesh Aswath. Anirudh Balram, PhD Mechanical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Haijin Moon and Dr. Sanand Sangnagopalan. He's being hooded by Dr. Arian Armanios and Dr. Sangnagopalan. Hanfei Zhang, PhD Mechanical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Dong Yun Shin, and Dr. Sanand Sangadathagopalan. Ashkan Akabaria, PhD Mechanical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Brian Dennis. Siddharth Chintamani, PhD Aerospace Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Brian Dennis. Cody Ryan Ground, PhD Aerospace Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Luca Maddalena. Ekaterina Bostov, PhD Aerospace Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Andrew McKeeve. Michael Chamberlain Henson, PhD Mechanical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Bo Ping Wang. Lavnish Rana, PhD Aerospace Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Bernd Chidova. Krishna Shah, PhD Mechanical Engineering, Supervising Professor, Dr. Ankur Jain.
Please join me in congratulating our newest PhDs. Would all candidates receiving a master's degree in the College of Engineering please rise? These individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their graduate studies committees and the Graduate Assembly. Congratulations to you all. We now ask each row to come forward in order, led by an usher on the outside aisle. The first row may approach the stage. The rest of the candidates may be seated.
We will now recognize candidates who will be receiving master's degrees in biomedical engineering. Ter Al-Akur. Mohammed Asaduzaman. Bhargav Desai. Santosh Malala. Sagar Napal. Samantha Rihani. Bansari Shah. Divya Srinivasan. Harish Kumar Vasikaran. We will now recognize the candidates who will be receiving master's degrees from the Department of Civil Engineering. The candidates in Civil Engineering: Shannon Lamy Abamali, Bob Joel Akech, Miles Allard, Brian Andrade, Azadeh Askahari Stana, Samit Yung Basnet, Sriram Bhattarai, Osama El Saad, Wael El Tayeb, Ruth Ndale, Michael Thomas Eskridge, Grant Michael Gale, Myadjin John Grusjesik, Kaushik Gudametla, Ritika Ram Jawrahani, Rohan Joshi, Yazid Suleiman Jehan, Anil Kafla, Shaida Kademi, Jing Yao Ma, Emily Matthews, Nathaniel Norton, Sahana Soban Pasapula, Pooja Jagat Patel, Jesus Andres Rendon, Abbas Abed Salman, Anuja Sapkota, Akila Saragali, Simrit K. Sidhu, Shuveksha Tuladar, Ufoma Umodi, Sri Ramna Varanisi, Kevin James Weinhold, Amal Chol Amal, Tyler Jones, Ashish Chaitanya Kachakela, Muzamil Ali Muhammad, Saish Nekalapudi, Kabilan Sundaram Ravichandran, Aishish Kadka, Mamadou Traore, Anvita Athawele. We will now announce the candidates in computer science. Shilpa Chandaromaman, Jayant Chandru, Rehana Devani, Ankita Gandhi, Kumar Jayaram Gayatri, Jenny Susan Jacobs, Vishal Jain, Swati Joshi, Vatsal Kasarani, Nandan Kashedi, Shweta Rajendra Khatri, Shivangi